look at this picture, what do you notice first?
The water.
The water. Okay. What do you notice about the water?
It's being diffused onto the plants.
It's being diffused. What do you mean by
Like
diffused?
Sprayed
Sprayed. Why do you think it's being sprayed?
to keep them hydrated.
To keep them hydrated. Why do they need to be hydrated, though?
So they don't die. And like to like rehydrate the cells on the plants.
Okay. Have you seen something like this before? Like this scene?
Yeah.
Where have you seen it?
Grocery stores.
The grocery store. So we have these misters that are spraying onto these cute little vegetables. Do you think that it would be appropriate to put misters somewhere else in the grocery store, like for some other kind of food?
No.
No? What about like the meat section? What about something like that?
Meat doesn't need their cells to be like. Meat needs to be like freezed and like refrigerated, but like plants need. I don't know.
No, you're doing great. I'm just getting some ideas, so there's no pressure. So meat needs to be refrigerated, so it doesn't need the water to be sprayed on it.
No.
But why does it have to be refrigerated?
Because it'll spoil. It'll like go rotten.
How do you know that? Just 'cause?
Just-
Or did someone tell you that? Or did you figure that out for yourself?
It's just what I've been told for.
For a long time.
Yeah.
Everyone said that. Okay, so we have these misters on the vegetables, and you said that they're diffusing. The water's diffusing onto the vegetables to keep them hydrated, because that's what they need. So, I have this question at the top. Which one do you agree with the most? A. So water diffuses into our cells so we stay nice and crisp. Why would you pick A? Why wouldn't you pick like B or something?
Because like they wash vegetables before they're put in the grocery store, they get the dirt off of them. And if plants leave their like vegetables leave their source of hydration, then they get wilted and like.
But wouldn't a lot of water make them like soggy?
A lot of water would, but if it's just like it goes off at a certain amount of
So it needs
time.
to be regulated?
Yeah.
So that's how you think the misters are working, is they're regulated, they only go off at a certain time. So they're not on all at the same time.
They're not on all the time,
Okay.
but they go off and spray for a certain amount of time and then shut off.
Okay. So we need to keep the water on them regulated at certain times just so they can take it in to be nice and crispy. Is that right? Yeah? So I'm just getting your ideas. When you see this picture, what stands out to you?
What stands out to me as in the question that I'm answering? The first thing I noticed was that the question was asking. Then I looked at, I looked at the question and then the answers.
So why wouldn't you look at the pretty pictures first? Just because the question stood out to you first? Or you're not interested in the pictures?
Well, it doesn't really matter,
Okay.
I guess, because A, B, C, and D doesn't really affect the question at all.
All right. So let's remove the text for just 1 second. Have you seen something like this before? This
Yes.
little scene. Where have you seen this scene before?
Like
Have you seen something like this happen before?
in a grocery store?
In a grocery store. Okay, so what's happening exactly? Explain it to
They're
me.
basically like watering down one. Basically, if I read the answers, we can get the answer to that question.
Okay, so you explain to me how your reasoning is.
Why they spray
Yeah,
them?
why do they need to spray water on the plants, on the vegetables?
Well, there's one. Let me read the answers. I would say A.
You would say A. So you think that there's misters on the veggies because the water diffuses into our cells so we stay nice and crisp.
Yeah.
What do you mean by water diffusing into the cells? What does that mean? How does that happen?
I didn't really go into much detail about how it happens, but I looked at the other answers and I saw that one, before pesticides go in, they're taken off, I think, before they go into the grocery store.
How do you
Two,
know that? How do you know pesticides are taken off? I didn't know that.
I feel as if you wouldn't be able to. They're washed before they get sent to grocery stores. That was my own thinking. I'm probably wrong about it.
No. This is what I want to hear because I really am a little bit confused. So you're helping me out. So we're going to spray these veggies so that we stay nice and crisp, right? Wouldn't spraying them make them soggy? Why don't they become soggy?
Well, from experience, if I leave out, let's say, something that's... If I leave something that's wet out and then I let it dry, then it will get soggy. But I feel like if we kept it wet, I don't have a good reason for this.
That's okay. That's all right.
The only reason I really took this answer is because, one, the hashtag taking a bath doesn't really affect that answer. Easier to eat wouldn't be valid because I don't think you would need... I mean, it's valid, but I don't think that's really what it is. You wouldn't do that just so it's easier to eat. And then this one was the only one that I was really confused about because I didn't know if pesticides were taken off before they went into the grocery store. So that was what I was left with.
So it was more of a kind of eliminate the answers type thing.
Yeah, I didn't really... Like, I bet if I really thought about this one, I'd be like, well, this is exactly why I chose this one. And, like, there's a good reason for this being the answer instead of me going through and choosing which is not the answers.
Okay.